We've seen White score super well in Armageddon overall, but in round one, remember, it was 4-2 in favor of Black. So the round 6 mirror of the same situation, could that spell a good round for Black in Armageddon? I don't know. I'm just making an observation. It was the last time, I believe, in the event that Black had a plus score in Armageddon.
True. At the very beginning, and now it's the same players facing the same opponents with colors diverged. So that Armageddon was won by Hikaru holding a draw against Fabiano, and now it's Fabiano with the draws with the black pieces.
But look at this. Yeah.
Stage maybe from Hikaru, a question mark given to his last move, and the Black Knight could have jumped in, creating some serious threats.
Probably doesn't take an opportunity. Does he see it the second time around? It's got to be the same move for Black. Knight at 4, but it's pretty, very awkward for the books. But no, Fabi doesn't go for it. The edge is still strong, though, here. You can really see the dysfunction in White's camp, right? All the pieces on the first rank. The C3 pawn is dead where it stands if it can just get attacked. So a tough position for Hikaru. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just observing that he started shaking his head, and then you are very good at reading body language. But I thought even me without the knowledge, I feel like he's not comfortable.
He's not comfortable. Agreed. Here comes 94.
It's falling apart though. There's so many weaknesses. Fabi is playing so well right now. Not only probing away on the queen side, probing away into a loose pawn here in the center. Watch out, the white king even in trouble potentially with some knight checks. Yeah, it's all gone wrong. Just these last few moves, he was totally fine, but feels like he's been the architect of his own demise here somewhat. Just giving Fabiano a bow, and Black's moves are so straightforward. Clock advantage down to under 1 minute. Board advantage all about Black right now. Fabi can even try and repeat the position. White has just yo-yo if Black's not for Hikaru needs to find something different.
That's a great point. I might just play 94 because of that. Play 94 and just see what Hikaru's intention is, right? It's the only, and he does it. The only move, knight back d2, Hikaru might just accept his defeat right now. I mean, it's not possible because you might as well lose. It's the same points on the scoreboard at the end of the day if you lose with White or draw. Remember, we talked about the time. It's 10 minutes to start and 7 for White, 7 minutes for Black. But the score, no matter what, even if you lose, Hikaru does do something different. But
yeah, it looks like Fabiano giving a check down. Hit on the F file, so there's no minimum pawn in the center right now, and the white E pawn not actually defended here. Does he get greedy? No, Fabiano just keeps the tension. Beautiful for those Black Knights. Stallions.
That's an incredible position to have the knight out close to c4 and also really strong beast on d3. He simply plays rook d5 with the idea of doubling the rook next move, improving with every single move. He's improving his pieces slightly but surely and confidently, where in a position where White doesn't really have the same kind of luxury that you can just go and improve your pieces and improve your position.
It's a nightmare Nimzo for White without the light square bishop. Now Fabi going to take the most concrete solution. He takes c1, enters with rook d2. He's winning the a2 pawn at the end of this line. That's a material advantage the first round of the game. It does give Hikaru a little bit of life over here. If Hikaru can get the knight to e4, maybe f5 is on the agenda now.
The one thing in Hikaru's favor is the craft of Fabiano's catastrophe against Firouzja when he was totally dominant, totally winning in an Armageddon, then lost control. Lightning strike this is Hikaru in hustle mode, pretty much.
It is absolute hustle mode, and things have improved for Hikaru in the last couple of moves. I feel like Fabi went for grabbing the pawn and went for a concrete line, but he didn't have to. He didn't have to release the tension, and now White pieces are starting to become more active, even though Hikaru is down on material, but he is having better chances now to hold with the pawn down than before he had.
Totally agree. I'm not sure if the concrete solution was the best one, and we see the bar back up in White's favor, but the e5 pawn and the e3 knight are under attack. And even if you play knight d5, the lines are getting crazy. Hikaru might take c5 because then e6 and a6 are forked. You could also play g3, but alright, he's inviting rook takes f4 check. Should Hikaru take the c5 pawn? The This is getting a lot closer. The good news is this for Fabi. Remember, he has draw off, so he may have let it slip a little bit. But as long as he doesn't get himself down into terrible time pressure and re-invite losing chances, he should win this Armageddon.
2 and a bit minutes though. Notice how Fabiano did look up at the big screen, just checking where he will get a 1 second increment. That's priceless at this point. Black's plan as well in the near future should be straightforward. If he can arrange it, if he can start pushing forward the black pawns on the queen side, he can pretty much pre-move by hand there. But first he needs to sort out his pieces. He jumps in with his knight. 4 minutes against 2 minutes.
I agree with you, and I think Fabi should have sat on a position that just, I mean, you had 2 knights, the stallions, they were unicorns on D3 and C4. The rooks could have doubled. So interesting to play rook D5 and then go for the concrete solution where you had to move the rook again. And will it come back to haunt him? Again, I'm guessing not because he has draw odds, but Hikaru is getting Fabi under pressure now. Here comes F5 at some point. The blue arrow makes an appearance, and that means that Black's best move by far starts moving already. Can Fabi find it? He does. Really sharp now.
Very sharp and both of them with the pawn pushes, ignoring the pawn on F5, pushing B4 to create a C-pass pawn. This is what Fabiano wanted and isn't even. He doesn't even take back on B4. He's just pushing C3. The pawn is 2 squares away from promotion. How can Hikaru stop it?
Maybe he can't. Maybe he can't. We see the bar drop again. Hikaru has to take risks. He has to win with white in this Armageddon. And it looks like his chances are dwindling right now. Black clearly ahead in the race.
Yeah, C2 gets on the board and it's over 5 anymore. And I don't know if you can stop it. The knight is going to take the D4 pawn to follow. Okay, there you go. This is the right thing to do. You didn't know what it was going to be, but you knew Hikaru was something nasty. If you take D5, is there something wild with the rook entering and F6? Hikaru's going to try to pretend there is, because otherwise he was going to lose anyway. So if this works out, it was magical Hikaru swindling victory from the jaws of defeat, but likely there is nothing. And
I got that. I got it.
Lean forward. Lean forward.
Under pressure without time. This is what Hikaru does so well. It works better online, though, Anna.
It does work better online, but I think he still is hoping, due to the fact that Fabi's going really low on time. And there's going to be increment. They already have passed move 40, but the increment is only 1 second, which in over-the-board chess is pretty much nothing. You cannot really make a move in 1 second.
And Fabiano retreats his knight. Maybe a bit of indecision there. He wants to attack the white rook. I don't think there's any reason not to push the black pawn. White's idea is to launch a knight forward to F7 and try to deliver checkmate. That's one problem.
He plays C2, allows it. He's got a way to stop the mate, and that's the key right there. Rook C8.
Oh, and Hikaru smiles. He knows that's the end of it. Fabiano Caruana wins with the black pieces and wins the Armageddon against Hikaru. It's a revenge for day one where the other way around happened. Classical draw and Armageddon win for Hikaru on day one. But now Fabiano Caruana takes the lead off for Armageddon.
The tables turn here in the back half of the event for Fabiano Caruana. Anna, you called it. Hikaru won as black. Fabiano wins as black in the Armageddon here. And right here, we're going to take a very quick break. Use that moment for a pause in the action. All of the other games are still going here in round 6. We appreciate you, fans. We love you. Don't go anywhere. We will be back on just the other side of a short breather. Round 6 of 2024 Norway Chess and Norway Chess Women continue.
Really?
How's it going there, cow?
Are you wet?
Do you regret walking away from this last goal?
Oh, guys!
Hard to say, but I would say that overall I don't regret it.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Good idea.
Checking. Regardless of who wins the candidates tournament coming up, do you think Ding will successfully defend this title?
No.
He's telling the truth.
Okay, controversial. Minus two.
It's the truth, but it's a very sensitive question for him.
Oh, I got that! Holy!
Magnus, do you feel you've peaked? Magnus, do you fear the effects of AI in chess?
No.
Okay. Do you think you could beat Hikaru Nakamura in a chess boxing match? Do you think you could beat Levi Rodman in a blindfold simul?
I don't care. I don't know what the rest of the question is, but I don't care.
He does care. He's annoyed by that.
Okay. Have you ever played a competitive game while drunk?
Yes.
He's telling the truth.
Do you
And now we gotta wait for Justin to do it.
He's telling the truth, but there's
okay?
more to that.
Are you okay?
Me too. Magnus, do you think cheating is a widespread in online chess?
Yes. He's very sure about that.
How about over-the-board chess? Okay. Have you ever cried after a game of chess? Just out of curiosity, when was the most recent time?
Probably the last time I...
Oh my god!
Yeah, seems like
Truth. Okay, nice.
How's it going there,
Looking for
Cal?
new ways to enjoy chess? Check out our schedule of chess.com community events today. Mondays, play rapid opening roulette and expand your opening repertoire with a new opening each month. Tuesdays, compete against other untitled players in Untitled Tuesday.
How's it
Battle
going
your
there,
way to the
Cal?
top in Arena Kings on Wednesdays. Join the crazy fun of the Variants Community Series each Thursday. And finish the week off each Saturday with the blistering Community Bullet Brawl. All happening in the Community Club on chess.com.
You okay, coach?
my hell!
Velkommen ombord. Du er kaptein. Da er alle på plass, og vi er helt klare i cockpit. Skal vi etter hvert snakke.
Plunger target practice.
We just had our first Armageddon of the day. Will there be more? We don't know.
Do
Welcome
it!
back
Go!
to round 6 of 2024 Norway Chess and Norway Chess Women. Ultimately, Fabiano Caruana gets it done, team, with the black pieces. He gets revenge, if you will, from round 1. With me here, Grandmaster David Howell and International Master Anna Rudolph. Yeah, Fabi's got to be feeling pretty good about what happened today. He held his wits, kept his nerves in the speed chess battle that went down there in the final moments.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. He must be feeling really good about how the classical went, his preparation. He has prepared someone who has come to this tournament being the best prepared player in the open section. We thought Hikaru's preparation was predicting what the opponent was gonna do. He did that really well in every other game except for today, perhaps, where Fabiano surprised Hikaru, and while Hikaru knew that there's this critical line with pawn takes e6, he didn't dare to go for it because it's not what he prepared, and he was just he decided then to go for a draw.
Talk about that a little bit, David, with the prep, right? Because we were applauding Hikaru's prep, and now this is the first game we've seen in a long time where maybe Hikaru got out-prepped not once but twice, actually, if you include Armageddon.
Yeah, that's right. The first real-time questions could be asked. I'm not really sure it was Hikaru's style. The first time it was so forcing, so direct, and Fabiano's moves were easy after Fabi got the prep in. And the second game, small twist, it was Hikaru who switched things up, but easy. So a bit odd, but fair play to Fabi. Answering all questions about his defense and his nerves. He knows to really control that whole Armageddon.
Speaking of speed chess and nerves, the fastest event that we hold every year, I guess, maybe not now, with the Hyper Bullet Championship. Shout out to Andrew Tang, and that was wild. But the Bullet Chess Championship is just around the corner. It kicks off right after the conclusion of Norway Chess. Tune in to see if Hikaru Nakamura will defend his title and once again be the Bullet Chess Champion. Someone, Reza Magnus, maybe someone else steals the crown, keeps the command BCC, one of the most fun events of the year. Absolute non-stop craziness, kind of like the end of the Armageddon Games. This is what the Bullet Chess Championship is all about. All right, Magnus Carlsen is all about finding a way to get the tack going here against Sting Lee Red in his game. And will he do it? Will he find a way to make this ready for him?
Situation that's quite tense. He's ahead on the clock. I think his position, momentum-wise, looking favourable. Here we see it just on the bottom right of your screens there. It's level 0. Talk about the bishop.
Do it! Go!
Most levels, it might be a negligible factor, but here it could potentially play a role. White's light squared control, white's light squared bishop, just unrivaled right now. And biggest
How to break through? Is there anything concrete, or does he need to prepare his position further? What do you do, David, in a prize I love it. That's the kind of moves I think of, but then when I think of it, I don't think it is a Grandmaster move. It's just an Anna doesn't know what to do move.
You know, it's funny. Sometimes our best and worst chess are very close to each other, and they're not far apart. No, but King H1 actually makes a lot of sense. You get the king out of a discovered check potential, and you clear the G1 square for the rook to start barreling down on the G7 pawn. So I couldn't tell if David was joking at first, but then the more I looked at it, the more I agreed that King H1 makes a lot of sense.
I mean, it's what I would play in a bullet game, Danny. Now you've convinced me. I can't wait for the bullet chess championship, but King H1, it's one of those moves you save yourself so much calculation in future. You don't change anything because long term you're doing great anyway. There's actually a threat.
And the fact that he's throwing it
The reason I
all over
suggested
the
King H1
floor.
is because queen takes d4 right now. For anyone wondering at home, that's not a loose pawn. That would actually blunder a queen. Bota's Gambit.
Bota's Gambit, no, don't do it.
This would land in a skewer, the white king.
It's funny because I know this looks bad for being with him, and we've highlighted the full plan, but he has managed to create a very solid hold.
If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
He's dominating the control of the middle of the board on the dark squares. Of course, if we ever see a trade on e5, that'll be an obstacle bishop position where he's comfy there. So as long as d4 doesn't just fall off in some tactical sequence where you lose sight of it. By the way, the Grandmaster move, grind like a Grandmaster. That a shameless plug there for but it is true. Unless you lose the d4 pawn, you have a grip, right? Magnus immediately threatens to take it. Maybe it's harder to defend it than I'm initially appreciating, but if King can solve that problem, the dark squares are dominated. Plays queen d5.
Magnus too well. King H1 was always going to protect his pawn. You often say, Danny, that we're playing checkers, they're playing chess. It looks like Ding's playing checkers, everything on dark squares. He's going to play King H8 in the near future.
And H6 to
Maybe
complete
H6.
the checkers. No, please don't. That's such a weakening
Go
move.
fast.
Interesting, this light squared versus dark squared strategy. It's unclear which one is going to pay off.
If you can do things like double rooks on the g file and then just imaginary chess, grab that bishop on g2 and put it on d5, right? Just like leapfrog above the queen. And this is just phenomenal, right, for white. And there will be an attack that will probably become hard to stop. But it's not so simple, Magnus, to coordinate and bring that pressure.
That's how you
I think you're spot on with that observation, Danny, because the computer wants to drop the queen back to e2 so that then the bishop can appear on d5 and then you have the g5 for your rooks. He clearly needs to regroup his pieces.
Okay, there you go.
Logic, that's exactly how players think down. They see where they want their pieces. This bishop could be improved, it looks great, but d5 is clearly its ideal home.
Never mind.
The players, they manipulate tactics, move orders in order to kind of achieve their goals. So
Did you just say I had potential there?
I mean, you fulfilled some of it.
Gave me one of those looks. You haven't given me that look all day. Just now.
Serving it for the special moments. Queen E2. You suggested it, Anna. You complete the.
You complete it. Together we're a team.
It's not my credit though, this is the engine, but I do see the idea and I do love it. I would have played King H1, that's up to where I thought that's what I would have played. The rest is, it is logical. Once you see the move, we need to, it is really logical. That sometimes you need to retreat, to then launch your attack, regroup your pieces, have the bishop where it should be, on d5, double the rook on the d5, and then what can Dingliren do?
Well, but speaking of launching an attack, Dingliren has got to be thinking about rook f to b8. I mean, there's got to be counterplay here, or you're just a sitting duck, and Magnus will complete the maneuvers we've discussed. And here he goes. Oh no, you're an analyzing. Okay, sorry, you got me excited. Apparently, that's not a good move. Why is that? Why is that?
I'm wondering. There are actually threats in the air. I don't see why exactly this is a blunder, but okay, I'm going to try to set up some sneaky checkmates. Rook g1, I'm not sure this is the exact right way to go, but rook b2. If the white queen lands on a square like h5, not only do we double up on the g-file, but for example, if black tries to double on the second rank,
puzzle rush. Black plays rook 8 to b2.
Let's do it!
And then you have, the puzzle rush says go.
There's always tactics in the air when you control squares, when you have pieces swarming around the enemy king, and this would end in mate. Yeah, I mean, this is just one of the many tactics available to white, but I think it all does start with this move. We need to That's a big bonus. The black rook cannot enter the second rank yet. We need to, but also accelerating your own attacking ideas. So, that's this whole thing for now. I think the advantage is we're unsure. Ding will no doubt defend better than we did in that variation, but yeah, let's maybe leave combo. These pieces sound.
Yeah, let's do that. And, I think it's a very move, an idea to other positions, and they put that G2 bishop to then include the rooks.
Let's back up to the bird's eye view while we wait for Magnus to show us what he's going to do. Will he play Queen E2? Another look in the playing hall. You see a full crowd on the weekend. There's been a lot of people here. It's awesome. The energy in the building is amazing. Remember, we got a Guinness World Record attempt going downstairs with a constantly live mic. Fans too. If you walk by, your voice might be on Twitch, so be careful. But right now, we're gonna back up and be joined by a guy who just won his game in Armageddon. Reverses the score of the first round. Fabiano Hikaru took the game to Armageddon, beat you as black. You got the job done. Were you surprised that Hikaru went right back to that Nimzo today?
I thought, well, it's sort of a fighting line. So even if like black equalizes, you still get a pretty tough fight. So it's not a bad idea for White and Armageddon to go for that. And he kind of knew like what's an information. He just totally switches gears, then he has no information on what I want to do. And he decides to go out, and decides to surprise him again. So it made a lot of sense. I kind of expected it, but I also wasn't too worried because like Black has pretty natural, easy play, so it feels also like not a bad line for Armageddon for Black, because you don't want to be like thinking too much. And Black's moves are all like based on light squares, so
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Makes sense. I want to ask you your opinion on a topic we've been discussing. Overall,